The historic letter of Caliph Umar to the Nile River. The conquest of Egypt and an ancient ritual. This incident took place in the year 20 Hijri around 641 CE when Hazrat Amr ibn Al-As R.A. led the Muslim army and conquered Egypt, Misr. The land of Egypt completely depended on the water of the river Nile. But the people there had a very old and ignorant custom. Every year, during a specific month called Buna, the river's water level would drop until it almost stopped flowing. To make the Nile flow again, the Egyptians would buy a beautiful, unmarried girl from her parents for a large sum of money, dress her like a bride, and then sacrifice her by drowning her in the Nile. They believed that unless this ritual was performed, the water would not rise. When the people prepared to perform this ritual as usual and sought permission from Hazrat Amr ibn Al-As, R.A., he firmly said, "This is an ignorant and cruel custom. In Islam, such an act is absolutely forbidden. Islam has abolished all such pagan traditions." He immediately stopped this practice. But when the time came and the sacrifice was not made, the Nile completely dried up. Not a single drop of water increased. A whole month passed in this state. People became terrified, their crops began to fail, and they started preparing to abandon their homes and land. Hazrat Amr ibn Al-As R.A. realized that this was not just a matter of water, it was a test of faith. He wrote a detailed letter to Amir al-Mu'minin, the commander of the faithful, Caliph Umar ibn Al-Khattab R.A. in Medina, explaining the entire situation. Caliph Umar R.A. replied praising Amr ibn Al-As for stopping the practice, and along with his response, he sent a small piece of paper, a note, with instructions. Throw this note into the river Nile. When the note arrived, it was read aloud. It began with Bismillah, in the name of Allah, and said, "This letter is from the servant of Allah and the commander of the faithful, Umar ibn Al-Khattab R.A., to the river Nile of Egypt. As for what follows, if you flow by your own will and power, then do not flow, for we have no need of you. But if you flow by the command of Allah, the One and Almighty, then we pray to Allah to make you flow once again." Hazrat Amr ibn Al-As R.A. threw the note into the dry bed of the Nile. According to narrations, before even one night had passed, the next morning people saw that the river Nile had begun to rise rapidly. In just one night, the water level rose by 16 cubits, about 8 meters. The river began to flow with great force, and Egypt's land once again became green and fertile. After this miraculous event, the Egyptians completely abandoned that ancient ritual, and the practice of human sacrifice ended forever. This historical incident stands as a testimony to the piety, sincerity, and unshakable faith of Caliph Umar R.A. A single letter from a true believer by the command of Allah changed the destiny of an entire nation.